Okay, let's take this one from the top. If your negative mindset has been holding you back from achieving your dreams, read on to find out. Okay, now here you're taking a big chance here, okay, because people might find out that they are being held back, but they do not know why they're being held back. And not many people would readily admit that they have a negative mindset. Okay, so you are starting with a big if, in the sense that if this doesn't qualify, if your reader doesn't feel qualified at this stage, then they don't feel as though they need to read the rest of your letter. Okay, and most people wouldn't generally admit that they have a negative mindset. Okay, people might be thinking that, you know, I need to have success, but they don't really know why they're not having success. And it might be a negative mindset, but they don't know that's what's keeping them back. Okay, how to unlock the power of your brain to become more productive, energetic, focused, and creative. Not a bad headline. Except what I'll do here is that I'll compare my headline to other headlines that are in this particular, in the self-help kind of a industry, self and market, in order to kind of stand out. Because there might be a ton of other products that would say the same thing, how to unlock the power of your brain. Okay, so I would try for something that's more attention getting, and something that would be a little different to what the to what you'll see for other products, because this is a general self-help headline that you will get. So you might try the angle of your brain is actually 100 times more powerful than it is, but and here's the secret to unlocking its power, or something like that. Okay, I'm not just giving you a headline to use verbatim, but I'm just telling you that there are other ideas that you can use to help your product stand out, okay, from others, and to get the person curious in order to read more. Okay, discover how listening to a few simple audios 10 minutes a day can help you achieve more inner peace, freedom, financial freedom, consent. Okay, here you have the idea. Okay, and this idea is actually a little stronger than the headline itself. Okay, this is the idea, or I'm thinking about for the headline. How listening a few. Okay, so I would actually exchange these two. Okay, I find this is a stronger idea for the headline than for what that you have for your subject than the other one. Okay, from the desktop thing, flash marketing. Okay, dear friend, you try to engage in positive thinking, but you have little control over the negative thoughts entering your mind. And I would break here. You want your first paragraph to be as short as possible, and your job cap should actually be at the same level. And for here, I would keep it for the same level as the first paragraph. Okay, and so despite trying hard to achieve your goals, you always run out of dream, making you wish that you had more willpower, motivation, and perseverance. The energy you had when you first decided to turn your life around is now gone. No matter how many self-help books you read and how many motivators you listen to, you say that there's something within you holding you back, but you can't really put a finger on it. A sense of helplessness is there. Okay, so you see here, you're referring to that. That the person might be held back, but they don't know why they're held back. Okay, so if you're already giving in the solution or telling them why they're held back originally, then they don't need to read any further, really. Okay, so here you're saying that they don't know why they're being held back, and therefore, if it is a negative mindset, then they wouldn't know that I need to continue reading this letter because I have a negative mindset. Okay, next. A sense of helplessness envelops you because you seem to be doing what all the so-called personal development experts tell you to do. That your mind has a life of its own, be under control. NLP, meditation. Okay, and these are different things that the person might have tried. You're probably asking yourself at this point, is there something wrong with me? I'm here to tell you the reason for your problem lies within you. Your problem lies not within you, but outside of you. Okay, good point. People don't like to know that whatever they're doing is their fault. So I would actually use that here. Okay, I would actually use that phrase here, that it's not your fault. Okay, now how our modern world is preventing you from achieving your goals. Okay, have you ever wondered why Tibetan monks can easily enter trance-like states while your you and your friends have trouble quieting down your chattery brains. The reason has to do with your brainwave patterns. Okay, this here is a leap. Okay, this here is a big leap, and for most people who are going to be introduced to brainwave entrainment, you actually have to start in baby steps. So you actually need to give what I refer to as a bridge. Okay, you have to build a bridge, because you have to educate. In other words, at this place, you have to educate the person, especially, and most people would not know about brainwave entrainment. So you have to build a bridge here, okay? And this bridge means that you have to take the person from something that they know, okay, from some place where they know to the unknown, okay? And in this bridge here, you got to talk about something that they're familiar with, okay? So refer to something that they can be familiar with. For example, have you ever noticed that when you're driving at nights, that, looking at the car headlights coming along would kind of make you sleepy? Well, then you go on to say, well, this is because of brainwave entrainment, okay? And, or, in other words, then look for examples in everyday life where brainwave entrainment occurs, and then you jump from that now into explaining what brainwave entrainment is, okay? So at this point, it is too big of a jump, okay, to start from here to go here. In other words, you're missing a big step right here, okay? Okay, so the reason has to do with brainwave patterns. Look at the chart and understand how brainwave frequencies sort with different mental state. Here, this again is a big leap, okay? You need to do some more education. You need to do some more informing before you can actually go into brainwave entrainment. In other words, you have to explain this to the person, how brainwave works, and how the brain works, and in order to get them to that that place. Okay, so look at the different frequencies. Okay, the chart sheds light on the problem experience with trying the technique. If you're having trouble relaxing, okay, you explain how the brainwave works. The technology of electronic gadgets and devices overstimulate your brain, mixed to stress. You feel, okay, I'll put a subhead in here. I'll put a subhead somewhere inside here. You want to kind of break up the copy as much as possible to make it easier to read. So I'll put a subhead somewhere inside here. Okay, even you manage to calm down and sleep at night, the day after you feel tired. Then you enter overexcitement, your brain constantly being racked. Okay, and here, this should actually come before you introduce brainwave, because these are things that people are familiar with. Okay, this should actually come before the brainwave. You explain brainwave entrainment, because these are familiar experiences. Okay, again, you want to go from the familiar to the unfamiliar, from the known to the unknown. So these are familiar experiences. So you actually should go from here to explanation of brainwave entrainment. Okay, the science of brainwave entrainment. What is brainwave entrainment, you ask? Okay, you see how it doesn't become logical, because you've already explained brainwave entrainment earlier on, but now you come here and ask the question, what is brainwave entrainment? So if I don't know what brainwave entrainment is, then why tell me about it earlier on? Okay, so you see how this is actually reversed. Logically it should be the other way around. Okay, you should tell me what brainwave entrainment is before you actually try to sell me on the concept. So explain the concept, and then you try to sell the concept. Okay, what is brainwave entrainment? You ask. Brainwave entrainment is a synchronization of the brain. You listen to the waves and so forth. And so this is where I say you give an example before, and then you explain the science behind the experiences, the everyday experiences that people would have. Hyperactive, suppose you're okay. At this point, you're semi-drowsy and ready. See how nothing mystical, esoteric, and so forth. And what I do see here as well too, except you are a brainwave entrainment expert and a scientist, and with a recognizable name, what you want to do as well too is to build some credibility. Okay, you want to build some credibility at this point, and by quoting scientists and popular authors and and so forth while you're doing the explanation. Okay. Science. Okay, how do I know this works? Good question. I could cite you several sampling study for peer-reviewed medical journals. Instead, I prefer to tell you my own story. Well, this is not good enough. Okay, you can't just tell your own story about something that is scientific and so breakthrough and think that's just enough. Okay, this is not like a happenstance discovery that you made. Okay, if it is scientific, then you need strong medical scientific backing behind it. So I could cite several scientific studies, then you should. And peer, this is what you should do. Okay, because your story of course comes like as a testimonial, but then you cannot just, so you can't just use your story as being the reason behind it. Okay, it works for you, but it doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody else. And here, this link takes you away from the website. You should get quotes and so forth, what you could from this website, and then use it in the copy. You do not want to send the person away from your sales letter. Okay, but I realized I was no longer in high school. Ball game, no matter what I had to work, I got everything done and I stay ahead in. But my father MD talked to me about some audios he was listening to. Okay, this is good. Your father is an MD, relax and tell you the truth. Never I decided to give it a try. I was trying and I thought, okay, you give your experience here. After all exhausting research, decided to release result of my experiment. Okay, Revolution of Mind program, MP3 5-pack. And here's what you get. What you will be getting when you purchase the 5-pack. Okay, here again too, there's a big jump as well too. Okay, here I would want to see more case studies and more testimonials and so forth before you actually tell the person, okay, this is here's what you're going to get. Okay, so I'll kind of interject here a few case studies and so forth, so the person can say, okay, these things really work, before you go on to tell them what's that's what in it. 1 or 2 strong testimonials would do here. Okay, so here's what you get in with the purchase 5-pack. Okay, learn is a kind of negative word. Discover, uncover, whatever you learn how to relax whenever and wherever you need to by following the simple tips inside the stress relief PDF guide. Okay, let your mind heal your body by listening to alpha and things that's all recorded. Reduce blood pressure and tension with a deal. Okay, this need a little fleshing out. Okay, say that whether this thing is easy, how much you drop your pressure by, and stuff like that. Okay, all these bullet points need a little bit more information attached to them. For your customer testimonial, as much as possible, give some details. Maybe give a picture of the person. Okay, use a picture of the person and use the full name, where they are from, so forth. Okay, and also try to pull from the testimonial. Try to pull a headline from the testimonial itself, and try to get a testimonial that speaks about results. Of course, you have to be careful again about the FTC, the new FTC ruling, but try to pull a headline from here. Okay, for example, I especially okay, no, that wouldn't do here. I'm trying to see the. Okay, for example, they really seem to be able to remove any distracting thoughts. Okay, that could be like a headline. Okay, concentrate on energy pack, actual laser, focus and beta thing, become super energized listening to thing, increase your. Okay, all these need a little more information attached to them. Okay, increase your IQ with the IQ intelligence session, and you can boost your IQ by up to 40 points and so forth. Okay, need some more benefits. Fall asleep like a baby by listening to the special thing. Okay, same for those bullets as well too. Same thing for this customer testimonials. Good, you have a mugshot, you have the person's website. I do not normally make this a live link. I keep it in blue, but I make it a live link because, again, you want to prevent the person from having any reason at all from leaving your page, Okay, and here again, these need some more fleshing out as well too. Okay, in fact, all the bullet points need some more fleshing out to give some more information. This is great, but how much is going to cost? Search online, you'll find the cheapest brainwave treatment pack price at around $179. Individual cities sometimes sell for $30. This means they could easily sell my $5. A bargain. Okay, now the Um, uh, what I'll do here, I would use an apples to oranges comparison rather than comparing your product to other products. Compare your product to other products outside of your market or even within your market, like um, like um, like like counseling, seminars that the person could attend, and other self-help programs that other people have used, spend thousands of dollars and maybe they haven't gotten any results. But I wouldn't try to compare your product to other products in the same market. Okay, and the say, well, my products are cheaper than the other products that are in the market. You're sending the person a way to compare, to compare your products, and they're not a ton of products in this market. If this was a market that was really um, that was really crammed with products, like we have a ton of products, like some, for example, like in the weight loss market, then you can invite a comparison, because most likely the person would not actually go and do the comparison. Okay, so for your price presentation, I would like compare apples to oranges. Compare your product to the results that the person have been getting from other things that they've been trying, other than brainwave and trainment products. Okay, it works for you, or your money back. These audits are guaranteed to work, do exactly what they do. Okay, you have a full guarantee. Make the guarantee as long as possible, because the person might not get results in 60 days. So what I'll do is that, make the guarantee like 6 months or a year. The longer your guarantee is, actually, the less people are likely to take you up on that guarantee. Okay, so what should I do now? If you want to get a hold of these live chat MP3, all you have to do is click the order button. Okay, upon payment, you will receive immediate access to this virtual MP3. Think of how much you're willing to pay for change in an area of your life. You answer this question, I'll say, okay, look at what's on. Okay, same thing for testimonials as well too. Give some more details on testimonials, and instead of saying if, say when you order today. This make it more positive. When you order today, you'll use contraction wherever you can, make it conversational. You'll get the following 2 amazing bonuses. The Mind Movie Pack. Use these Mind Movies to visualize your goals when combining. Okay. And the Mental Techniques, ebook. So it might be best to give a graphic of the ebook here rather than this. I'm going to have to find an offer with anything like it in the internet, so I recommend that you take the action today if you want to get Universal Forcing along with this. Click the PayPal button or the state. Okay, let's go to the PS. Success in life comes down to the mindset. If you are able to monitor your thoughts and guide your mind in the right direction, you will achieve success without a doubt. But most people are dominated by their minds rather than the other way around. This is your chance to finally take charge of your thoughts and emotions and lead your mind. Could you imagine if you had the power to relax and not all become energetic and more? These audios would turn you into turn these audios to turn you into mental Superman, allowing you to tap into okay, not bad for PSs. Okay, now I've gone through the entire letter. Let me just summarize what I think, what changes could help here. From a marketing perspective, what I'll do is that I'll give at least a sample of one of the audios. So you get the person, you're selling something like a software, you're giving the person an opportunity to try before they buy. So that's one of the things I would do, okay? From a marketing perspective, you give a sample download of the product, okay? That would help. Okay, at least I've seen evidence that you've actually gone through the other video training that I've done. You've used the colors I've suggested, the highlighting that I've suggested, and the fonts and so forth. The letter is laid out as though if I wrote it myself, and that's good for a change to see that someone is actually going through the video training before they actually ask for critique, so that I do not actually have to go over the same things that I've done in the video. Critiques already. Okay, so overall I say that you need to introduce the person to the idea of brainwave entrainment. It's going to be new to most people, and so therefore you have some convincing to do. So it means that you have to do some education, Start from something that they're accustomed to, lead into the explanation. You need a lot of scientific evidence that these things really work. Give samples so the person can actually test, try before they buy, and look around at other marketers and see what other marketers in this area are doing. Like go to ClickBank Marketplace and type in brainwave entrainment, see what comes out on top, and see what they are doing differently to you, and that would also give you some good marketing ideas.